Hello everybody, my name is Mike Lohner and I am the owner of IMS Relocation, agent for Mayflower Transit. And today we are doing a job check. The job we are checking on is an international customer going to Sydney, Australia. And today is May 1st, 2009. Now what we are doing right now, or what we're looking at, is a 20-foot container. This is what you would consider a medium-sized shipment. The international transportation of household goods is primarily done in three types of methods. 20-foot containers like this, which are 20 feet long, 8 feet wide, and about 8 feet tall. The 40-foot container, which is twice as long, or the lift van. But today we'll talk about the 20. Now this container was dropped off at my warehouse yesterday, inspected for cleanliness and for leaks, and then brought to the residence with my crew. Now this is Jesus, he's one of my drivers. He's worked for me for a long time, and you can see that he is loading this container kind of like a puzzle. Everything is wrapped in corrugated material, and that ensures that there's no damage or any load shift during the move, which we'll talk about a little bit more. But let's go inside and take a look around. When furniture is prepared for an international move, it's wrapped in corrugated material like these paper pads. Now all of this wrapping takes place inside the house. As you can see, Valentine is bringing out one of the chairs and a tabletop, it looks like right now. Let's go inside and take a look around. Now the first thing we do when we come to a house is we put down floor protection. Now this house has multiple steps, so we bring multiple ramps to make it easy for the guys. And this blue material that you're seeing is a neoprene surface used to make sure wood floors aren't torn up. Now this is a mattress box, and that noise you hear is shrink wrap. This box is taped and put on a mattress, and then it is shrink wrapped to make sure that the mattress box stays intact during the transportation, because it is a long move to Sydney. And that right there is a door jamb protector that makes sure that we don't tear up the walls. And we've got pretty much most of the house cleared out. There's a few more pieces here in the kitchen to go. We're going to swing around to the kitchen this way. And as you can see, that's the plastic wrap that we put down on all of the fabric throughout the house, so there's no damage to any carpet. All the activity that we do takes place on this plastic. And you can see there's some more of the pads that are wrapped around chairs. Some dish pack boxes which are inventoried as to contents and where they go and where they came from. And there's that same mattress, king size mattress they're taking out to the truck right now. They started loading this 20-foot container about 9 o'clock this morning. It's about 12 o'clock now, and they should have this done probably in about an hour, hour and a half. A 40-foot container will take just about twice that long. Our goal today is to make it all fit, because if it doesn't fit, it doesn't go. But from the way things look right now, there's going to be a little bit extra space, which is one of the advantages to using my company, is that we are experts in maximizing every square inch of your container. On move day, if you use a mover who's not experienced in doing international moves, if it doesn't fit, like I said earlier, it doesn't go. And at that point, there's not much else you can do. It's not cost effective to send a box spring if it doesn't fit. And you can see most of these rooms are cleared out and everything is pretty well wrapped up. Now these boxes right here, this is a good example if we can see these. These boxes are called lay down wardrobe boxes. On an international move, hanging clothes go into a lay down wardrobe. In a domestic move, wardrobe boxes have bars. But if you use those boxes on international moves, the box will basically self-destruct during the transportation, on top of the fact that it uses up a lot of cubic space. And these boxes are much more efficient and effective. They don't collapse and they don't take up near as much cubic space as a traditional domestic wardrobe box. We use those lay down wardrobes for many things besides hanging clothes, like curtains and drapes. Make sure that everything stays intact, clean, and in order. Let's go back into the living room. It looks like everything's just about out of the house. So there's not much left to go, and it looks like the container is going to be able to hold all this and then some. Now the last thing I wanted to show you, which is kind of a hard thing for people to get an understanding of, is a term called a bulkhead. A bulkhead is built at our warehouse, and that happens whenever a container is not completely full. So if you can imagine, as they're loading this container, if it doesn't go all the way to the back where the door's closed and everything's tight, there's a gap, and that gap will cause a load shift. Now this container is a metal walled, smooth walled structure that doesn't have any straps or points of connection to make a tie down to secure the move from, or to secure the shipment from moving. So at the warehouse we build a wall that's wedged in between these grooves and then hammered into the floor. Now this flooring is also very, very hard material, so you have to have a compressor and special pneumatic tools. Now on this shipment, hey Zeus, do you think we'll need a bulkhead on this? Yep, that's what I think too. So when we get back to the warehouse, we're going to build a bulkhead which will make sure that there's no movement of the household goods during the transport. It looks to me that she'll probably have about a foot, maybe a foot and a half extra space, and the bulkhead is imperative to making sure this doesn't get done. Some moving companies are not sure about bulkheads. Some build them out of cardboard and hope that that's going to stop the movement, but that's just not going to happen on this shipment. You've got to do the bulkhead properly, whether it's a 40-foot or a 20-foot. But it looks like we're wrapping up. We avoided the rain, and everything seems to be going very smooth. I just spoke to the customer to ask them for permission on the video here, and they said that they were very happy and that I could do whatever I wanted to do, and they were very pleased with Mayflower and their service, and everything is going perfect. And on an international move, you really need to have a mover that you can trust, because there's nothing like having an international container and problems and rates changing and delays. It's just, there's just nobody to help. So you've got to have someone that you know is accountable and has experience, and that's what we do at IMS. If you have any questions, you can always reach me, Mike Lohner, IMS Relocation, imsrelocation.com. And thank you very much, and I appreciate you watching my video on loading a 20-foot container. Thank you.